Hi everyone and welcome to the video lessons by the Impact IELTS. Um, as you can see, I have recently written a book on IELTS and it went on to become #1 bestseller on Amazon, which means thousands of students have taken benefit of this book. If you also want to take the benefits of this book, you simply have to click this link. Once you click this link, it will take you to a page where you can purchase this book. You can see this page will open before you, and it's taking a bit time. Perhaps the slow internet is the issue, right? But you can take it will take you to this page, where if you want you can purchase the book and take the benefits. Well, let's talk about this particular video. In this particular video, we're going to discuss IELTS academic reading. As you know, there are different question types involved in academic reading. In this particular video, what we are going to discuss is about flow chart completion, which is comparatively easier question type, and I deliberately have decided to take easier question type so that you can understand the concept of doing it. So let's start looking at the question part, right? So you can see on your screen, this is the question. As you can see, the question involves one passage. So you can see this is the passage. If you go through this is the entire passage, and this is the question. Just for convenience sake, I have divided into two parts. So perhaps if you appear the computer based test, you'll get your questions and passes like this. But if you are going to appear the paper based test, perhaps at first you will have the passes, not perhaps, sure, and then you will have the question. Okay, so generally you have the passes, and this is the question type. So please read the following passes and answer question 1 to 12, as you can see here. And there is a title, effects on salmon biodiversity, and then these are the questions. So let's talk about the strategy that you are going to follow in this type of question. Number one, first thing you will see that what type of question is it. So you will come here and you will say, okay, it's a complete the flow chart, right? Then you will look at the title, effects on salmon biodiversity, if there is any. Many times you don't have any title in the passage, so that's fine. What you have to do in the first 10, 20 or 30 seconds, try to know what is the topic, so that when you read the question it can some sense to you, right? So here, because effects on salmon biodiversity, so I will read a bit. The number of Pacific salmon has declined dramatically, but the loss of genetic diversity may be a bigger problem. So perhaps they're talking about the biodiversity issues because of dams. So I have understood that, so I don't need to read it further. Now I'll go to the question type, right? So this is a flow chart question, and if you go through the courses, you come to know that here the answers appear in sequences. What that means? That means you will get the answer of first question in the passage first, then the second one, then the third, and the fourth or fifth, or how many questions you may have, right? So then what, once I know that here answers are in sequence, and let me tell you, all the question types don't have the answers in sequence, so that you need to learn if you go through my video here. But here the answers are in sequence. That means we'll get the first answer first. So next step is to see that how many words can be written if it is a fill in the blanks type of question. No more than one word. Okay, so you cannot write your answer in more than one word. The next step will be I will underline the first keywords, and for your convenience I have already underlined it, and also because of technical limitation. So what will we do? We will just underline one keywords. So here it is like female lay eggs, and then we will start reading the passage. And what we are searching in the passage, we are simply searching, is there anything mentioned which is related to female lay eggs? So let's go through the passage. So here is the passage. I will start reading it. What I'm searching, always keep in mind, female lay eggs. And I don't have to read word for word, each word, not important. I just have to search the word female lay eggs. So I will read like this. No, 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 female lay eggs. So no, sometimes it takes a lot of time. So far we have not got anything which say that female lay eggs. Okay, now I've got it. Now, if you come here, see what is saying. Females deposit eggs. Isn't it the same thing? So I'll underline it immediately. So now it's saying females deposit eggs. Both are same. So I'll come back to the question and I have to see what is the question. So female lay eggs in dash, and I have to find answer in one word. So here say female eggs in nests or reds. So whatever you will write, the answer will be correct. Either you can write nests or you can write right. Both are correct answers. So if you want, you can write your answer here nests. I'm not going to write it here, but you can write the answer nests here. I'll show you the answer next. Okay. Then I will see the second question is here. So I will again see the keywords here. So again, I have underlined where there must be plenty of, so you have to find out something that will tell you plenty of something, plenty of. So that's your keyword, plenty of. So let me start reading from here. What I'm doing, because I know answers and sequence, so I'm going to read and I'll try to find out something related to plenty of. On the gravel bottoms of the river and lakes, there must be a large quantity of sea. And it's so obvious, if you can find it. Large quantity of means what? Simply it means plenty of. So plenty of what? So let me read this entire sentence. There must be a large quantity of gravel, right? So very clear answer is given. So we will write plenty of gravel here. So that's your second answer, right? Now I'll move to the third keyword, and as I've told you, I have already underlined it for your convenience. So it is saying young salmon. Perhaps that is one keyword. And so let me find young salmon first. From here, I'll start reading. Young salmon. Oh, see, you can see you have got this word here immediately. So you will underline this word immediately in your real task. And now I have to find out what exactly is the question. So question say young seamen occupied what for up to several years. Okay. So what do they occupy for up to several years? So what do they occupy? So let's read the sentence from the beginning. The young emerge from here and live in fresh water for periods ranging from a few days to several years. So where do they live? They live in fresh water. So what is your answer? Your answer is fresh water. They occupy fresh water up to several years. So there is a bit trick. See, the moment they say fresh water and then they start as something different to confuse you. So don't write something like periods or a few days. You cannot write that answer. You have to be very careful, and that's why I have underlined even up to part here. So answer is fresh water, and don't get confused for one word or two words, because in IELTS, if there is a hyphen between two words, that is considered as one word. So answer is fresh water. Let's go to question number 4, and it talks about a process. I have to find out some process and their name. Okay, so let's start reading from here. Then the juveniles undergo a physiological metamorphosis. If you don't know the meaning, juvenile means young, A physiological metamorphosis means a kind of change or process. So they are talking about the same thing. Sometimes even vocabulary plays a vital role. If you don't know the meaning, perhaps you cannot get the answer. But called smoltification. So what is this physiological metamorphosis known as? Smoltification. So here is your fourth answer, and it is one word. It's a process known as smoltification. Good. And now there is no question here, so don't try to even find that. Many students even do that, so be careful. Next question, they're saying return to dash of birth. So return or birth, perhaps there are two keywords here. So let's try to find returns or birth, where here is multiplication. We have to move from here and we have to find out returns or birth. Once in the she, the salmon of undertook extensive migration of months after anywhere from few months to adult salmon return. Return. So we got one keyword, return. One keyword we have got, so we will immediately underline it. And now question is saying return to, means perhaps they're asking the name of some place that you can predict the answer as well, place or something. Okay, so let's see. It's a return with high fidelity. Fidelity, again, if you don't know, perhaps the loyalty factor, that's the meaning. To the river. Oh, so we have got the answer. So to the river, so perhaps where they were born, so birth. Exactly, so we got correct answer. So answer is river. So return to river or birth. We cannot say the, because in that case it will be two words, so be careful. Return to river of birth. Okay, so that's all. I hope you have understood and you have enjoyed the concept of this. If you want to check the answers are written here at the bottom. So these are the answers: nests or reds, gravel, freshwater, smoltification, and river. I hope you have understood the technique, because it is too scientific and easy to understand. There is no problem at all. So I'll give you a bit of idea. I'll give you now that what exactly, if you subscribe to the video lessons, you will find this kind of very clear instructions followed by clear example, as if one student is taking the test for you, right? So let me take you through a bit towards the course, what exactly we are going to offer you in this course. What we are going to do, we're going to deal each type of question in a separate video with details. We will start with overview of IELTS academic reading, where I'll try to give you all answers to the basic concept. Then we start taking one by one each type of question: sentence completion, summary completion with options, summary completion without options, flowchart completion, table completion, labeling the map, short answer questions, multiple choice, multiple answers, multiple choice, single answers, true, false, not given, yes, no, not given, matching the headings, matching with the list, classification, matching the sentence ending. You might be surprised that you might not be aware that so many types of questions are asked in IELTS, but that's the truth. Note completion, and then I'll give you 5 practice sets that you can practice and you can evaluate yourself. If you want to know that whether you have really improved throughout these video courses or not, you can even write to me if you like. I'm going to give you the mail ID for that. So if you want to subscribe to our video lessons, please click the video lessons on www.theimpactielts.com. And now I'm going to give you a huge offer, where if you want to a huge discount of 50%, please write a mail to the impactielts@gmail.com. Also, if you have any type of issue, or perhaps you want any clarification, you can write a mail to me and I will definitely answer it back. What you have to do to avail the discount, you just have to mention that you have watched the sample video and you want to purchase these videos lessons in next 24 hours. We will soon send you a payment link. with 50% discount offer. If you want to know the details of the course, you have to click on www.theimpactiles.com. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you very soon in my video lessons, and perhaps we can have a productive discussion as well. Okay, so bye for now and see you very soon in my video lesson.